Welcome to the Pokemon Direct. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon.
Hey, welcome to Not the Pokemon Direct. Guys, it's
Oh,
here.
we gotcha.
Pokemon Gen 8.
Oh my god.
Hey, I'm Comic.
I'm Pad.
And, yeah, we were originally thinking of just, like, adding this to our video that we
Pokemon
recorded
trainers
tonight, but we're
all around
recorded
the
so
globe
far ahead,
have already
we just
been
wanted to make a
used
separate
in
video.
Look at all the
various regions
games.
of
Look at all
I
the games.
love this.
And like, I don't know, it feels special because
the way,
like
trainers have
I've been there
encountered
like I mean I'm assuming you've been there with me. I've been there since the beginning. I
Yeah,
know like
since Red and Blue.
and maybe some people like nowadays it's getting to the point where there's people who grew up in Pokemon already existed. You have
Yeah.
people who are like 15, 16 and Pokemon is like maybe like
Who came
Ruby,
in on
Sapphire,
Gen 3
yeah.
or Gen 5.
But like I remember when I was like 5 years old getting Pokemon Red like the year after it came out, and it was my like one of my first video games, and just
Yeah, you were saying before, like, just goosebumps when we first saw this.
yeah, when I saw this I was like, oh my god, like it looks so much better than Let's Go.
Now, this is actually only my second time watching the trailer, because I had a busy day at work today.
My only complaint is I hate that backpack.
I'm not a fan of the guy design. I love the girl's design here.
Me too. I agree.
You'll be able to customize it anyway, but
I think the guy's design's good. I just don't like the backpack. Everything else is great, and like this just looks so good.
I love this girl's outfit.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. It's like super European too.
But one, I'm really excited playing like Let's Go and Pokemon Go and stuff. I like forgot how exciting it is to just have like all the Pokemon,
Yeah.
like most of the Pokemon just around all the time.
I love how much detail is in. I love the mines. I love how much detail is in like the interiors now, and just all these areas you have. I don't know. It's so much more alive feeling, and it's neat going from that whole Red and Blue when we had barely anything.
Yeah, we just
to go
had a very
on,
simplistic game.
and to finally see it like come to be like a fully 3D, like because I know the 3DS ones are 3D, but this one's like a truly fully HD.
Yeah. This looks like it's like Sun and Moon style, but now it's on a console.
I really hope that Firestarter isn't going to be firefighting. That's like
I
the
don't know,
biggest
'cause
thing.
it's got the nose bandage
I
thing.
know it's going to be a soccer player, but
Oh, I didn't think soccer player, but yeah, you're probably right.
because it's UK. This guy looks cool.
So far, I think Sottle's my main. I'm not sure.
I'm not big on the grass one. It's just not. I don't know. It's not bad at all.
If I'm being honest, none of these really jump out at me, but I don't hate any of them either.
No, same.
There's no like Rowlet was like, as soon as I saw Rowlet, I'm like, oh, that's mine.
Yeah, sword and shield. Oh yeah.
And then later they will release the third version, Gun.
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying. Everyone's saying it's gonna be Pokemon Gun version. Oh man, like it's just so cool to see
Today,
how
we are
far
pleased to announce
everything's
all
come.
new
Every time a new
entries
gen
into
gets released,
Pokemon
it's like
RPGs
it's
for Nintendo Switch.
Christmas.
And
Pokemon
I
Sword,
like how they
Pokemon
specifically showed the wild battle, like basically saying, oh yeah, there's gonna be wild people back, which I don't get why people were worried about that in the first place.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they show you battling a wild Pokemon. I'm pretty sure that was deliberate. But the thing is, like, people got all worked up because they're like, oh, this is how Pokemon's going to be from now. And it's like, no, it was a spinoff, and it was announced it was a spinoff, and we knew
Yeah.
Gen 8 was going to be a separate thing. But it's nice that they at least showed it to reassure. Another neat thing is in that trailer, the first part, there are no new Pokemon. It's all old Pokemon.
Yeah, but like it's still, I don't know, for some reason it was just exciting to see like Minccino again and like what's his name? Not Charjabug, but the smaller one.
And for all those
Oh,
out
I
there
forget his
to
name.
become Pokemon trainers for the first time.
I really like the UK was a good idea, I think, because there's enough diversity. You can do the UK. I mean, you could do England, you could do Ireland and Scotland and Wales. You can like get into like
These are new entries.
the Netherlands even, or like Sweden and Finland.
That's less of UK, but another thing, if they show the map on here, but I'm looking at the map, and all I could think of is Game of Thrones, because there's a big wall, and then there's an ice area behind it.
Oh, huh.
So it's actually really funny. And the other thing I've noticed by looking at the map is there's a lot of trains. Like a lot of trains.
Well, they're definitely going for like, it's like kind of steampunk. Like it's not way.
There's the wall, by the way, and the ice area.
It's not like way into steampunk, but
Oh, that area there.
Yeah,
that
we
sound
definitely
is.
have like Industrial Revolution kind of.
I don't know where the Elite Four is going to be because usually you can see it. See that big wall, and then there's the ice area, and then there's another wall.
Huh.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess we're back to just like the Pokemon League's gonna be there the whole time, but
And it's gyms again, which is fine.
which Sun and Moon was a nice diversion, but I'm ready to get back to just straight on gyms.
So let's get to
Yeah.
know the Pokemon that could be your
Who do you
next
think your
partner.
starter is?
Oh, the
so
fire.
far?
I like always choose the
The
fire
chimp
type.
Pokemon Grookey. This mischievous Pokemon is
I like the
full of
name
boundless
Grookey.
curiosity.
But I don't like
Rabbit
Score Bunny.
Pokemon
I think that's a
Scorbunny,
little
which is
too.
always running
They
about
tried
bursting
really
with
hard on
energy.
that one.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
a-
taking two words that don't really go together.
That's a
and, like,
pretty bad portmanteau.
and being like smashing them together.
yeah.
It's like the image where you like where someone with the dolls and they're like now kiss and just smash the two dolls together.
Region on a new adventure.
I don't know what Sobble is supposed to be a portmanteau of, but
Along the way, there will be many more
It's like
never-before-seen
Sob and
Pokemon
Bubble,
waiting to meet
I
you
guess?
and be
I guess.
I don't know. Sobble looks kind of apprehensive to be here.
I think that's gonna turn into Nessie basically, like a Loch Ness monster.
Yeah,
Pokemon
that'd be
experience
awesome.
yet. We're challenging
I was thinking like some
ourselves
kind
to
of
try
like
new things
mist
while still
dragon
treasuring
kind
what
of
makes
like.
Pokemon
I don't know. I'm
work.
trying to because they
We
could
hope
pull
you'll
things
all
from
be
like
looking forward to the
like
adventures awaiting you
Arthurian
in
sort
the
of
Galar
legend,
region.
or they could like there.
So, what did you think?
There's a lot of cool like English stuff.
Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. will be
There's so much, and like it's a cool. I think we're finally gonna get cool like customization that I like, because like
That's not all
X
you
and Y's trainer customization was in its infancy, so there wasn't much. And then Sun and Moon, I was like, I'm not about the tropical gear. I kind of
There was
want.
a lot of stuff, but it was all kind of tropical. and-
Yeah, and like not that much, and also like it wasn't fully like it was 3DS. But like I'm really excited for the trainer customization.
I'd like to see them keep building on it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know, just everything. I'm really curious that let's not let that autoplay.
You don't want that.
I'm really curious to see where they go with it, what the gym leaders are like, what kind of new Pokemon they have, how many we have. Like maybe they'll have a post game.
I want to see some Elite Four members in like big Victorian dresses or
That would be cool.
and like regal garb.
We can have another knight that throws out his car keys.
Yeah.
But the train.
Oh man,
thing-
if they do any like returning characters from past games, they need to bring back
Wilbur.
Wickstrom.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Wickstrom. I think I'm curious. I think we might have like the battle train or something. That might be the new battle thing. Cause like,
I was looking at the one.
cause it
Yes.
goes all through the map. If you look at it, there's trains that go all the way and link the whole map up.
Huh. Maybe that'll be our new fast travel because we don't do HMs anymore. You know,
Yeah,
so
that's
maybe instead
true.
of fly, you'll just be able to take the train anywhere.
But the thing is though, you can't take it each route though, and that would be
Yeah,
kind of.
and more recently
inconvenient.
they've let you fly to routes.
Yeah, and I think. I don't know. I think that might be like you get on somewhere and you go on like a path and you take. I don't know, or you like, or it could be like an early game sort of fast travel, and like you
Yeah.
might be able to find battles on the train, which would be really cool.
That also could be a form of like gating of just like
Oh, you have to take the train to the next area or something like that? Or...
yeah. I wouldn't mind if they, because that could be kind of limiting, but if they make it so that like you can go off on your own, but then you can also just unlock taking the train to places. I don't know. I feel like you could do a good progression system with
That'd
that.
be interesting because you could like have like a Nuzlocke run where you not like a Nuzlocke but like a game run where you have to only take the train. You're not allowed to go through the areas
Oh wow.
or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
That would be kind of cool. Like what are you looking forward to kind of see?
Well, one of the most interesting things to me always is like how the new Pokemon that they introduce relate to the setting. Like since Gen 5, I feel like there's been a really big thing with like making new Pokemon that feel like they could live here. So, you know, we can have cool there's always the like factory sort of Pokemon in every
Yeah.
gen, but now we have like Steam kind of stuff going, so we can have like Steam Pokemon.
Yeah, that'll be cool. And they're like water, metal,
Yeah.
water, steel, which isn't a typing I think we have that much of.
We got like Empoleon, and we got like
Or we can get more water, fire, which is a cool typing.
yeah. I also really want to see, so assuming that Megas can't come back, Like,
I hope they do.
I
honestly.
always want megas to come back, like for them to make new megas. But even if they don't do that, I'd like to see more of like what they did with the Alolan forms. Like I'd like to see Galar forms of returning Pokemon to, you know, breathe new life into some Pokemon that haven't, and not just like of the Gen 1s, but give me like a Grass Fire Sunflora that's like
not terrible.
like putting more like sun into like Sunflower, and like get some Pokemon that were like old and kind of useless and get them like circulating a little bit again.
One thing I think they're gonna do is I think they're gonna do something with Aegislash. I don't know what, but they're gonna do something with Aegislash because Sword and Shield. They have to. Like, it would be interesting. It kind of breaks the idea of Aegislash, but imagine if it had like a Mega Aegislash Sword and Mega Aegislash Shield, and like basically it allowed you to unlock a permanent version of Aegislash. It got rid of the gimmick of switching, but it was like a super defensive or super offensive. So it
That could
could
be
Mega
really
evolve into that, and you got it depending on your version.
Or I could also see like whoever the main villain is, or the main rival or something, there being like Aegislash as their like ace Pokemon.
Can you imagine them like wielding the Aegislash too?
I've been seeing a lot of fan art already of like Galar Knights with Aegislashes.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool.
The Poke artists have already been all over this. How about you? What are you looking? What could they drop in the next trailer that would make you the most excited?
Something that shows that there's a really competent endgame. Basically, like I'd like to see more Mega Evolutions. I'd like to see like a Battle Frontier, or something just that's like high level, high skill kind of game battle. Like maybe like I'd like to see maybe they do like online tournaments more often, where you can like enter and like. Because you know how they do like the online tournaments for Smash now,
yeah,
and for Splatoon. Like if you could enter, or if they have like some kind of weekly event where you like just more like online features, more things that promote competitive play. Something that shows that the game isn't super handholdy. Because like Sun and Moon was like better in the fact that it was a little bit more difficult than X and Y, but it was like super handholdy, and it like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or a hard mode.
It would always be nice if there was, like, a real difficulty setting. I think Black and White 2 played around with a, like, unlockable difficulty setting, but I don't think it really changed much.
It just levels a little bit.
Yeah, I think it might have just leveled the games differently.
Could you imagine if they baked, like, a Nuzlocke feature into the game?
Oh, that would be so crazy if you could
like,
just toggle on Nuzlocke mode.
And you could, like, set, like, you could make a specific game that would be, like it would be like survival mode or like extreme mode, and like you put it
I feel
on,
like they would never do that, but that would be really cool.
But it would be like an option, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like it would be like this is for like, or like master trainer mode, like some kind of advanced mode where it's a lot harder. Like maybe you only get limited, you're only available like limited to certain Pokemon, and basically Nuzlocke rules for the most part, which would be really neat to have it built into the game. But I mean, other than that, like, just mainly online features, more endgame, because, like, I like the game, I like playing through the story of Pokemon, and I love exploring the world, and I like doing all that, but Pokemon's a series that I like to put a lot of time into, and it's great when there's a really long endgame, or, like, a really good competitive scene to, like, sort of sink that into.
One thing I remember you saying a while about not being that big into Alola, because it's just sort of like it's islands, and it's limiting, and everything's too... And while it didn't really bother me, I agree that there are, like, limitations in that. And when I look at, like, the Galar map, it's like, oh, it looks like there's so many different places to go.
Yeah, like, Alola...
this looks like it's going to be great to explore.
Alola really didn't... I didn't get that sense of exploration with Alola. It was like, you get this little area, and, like, you sort of uncover it, and then you get, like, a new area, which is, like, all new, but you don't have that long-lasting, like, you see a spot on the map, and it's like... What's that? And you don't find out for like 20 hours. And it's just the anticipation. You finally get there and it's like, oh, this is so cool. Or, oh, this is stupid. Or, you know.
I will say, from like, in the trailer, I feel like I'm seeing a lot of like, even though the environments look really cool, it looks like there's just like one path you can walk on a lot. So I'm a little afraid of it being kind of like
linear,
well-decorated highways. But I mean, it's too early to start like worrying that that's how the whole thing's gonna be. You know, we really don't know.
Yeah. I also like hope there's like another battle like I like the weekly events that are like you can do this every day or you can do this, and like some stuff that like allows you to train your Pokemon at pretty high level, because like I know you don't need it for competitive, but I like having all my Pokemon at level 100.
Yeah. That's fine.
And I don't know, at least my competitive ones. And obviously we want Pokemon Bank support. I don't know how they're going to do it. I guess it shouldn't be that hard. They probably could just make an app for Nintendo Switch for Pokemon
Yeah,
Bank,
they just need a way to...
and it just honestly, I would say just bake it into the game, and it connects to the server. So like even if you get a new game or something happens, you're still like everything's stored in the cloud. So obviously you're connecting to that. Which actually, interesting enough, Pokebank kind of eliminates the issue with the cloud saves, and also kind of makes me rethink the idea of cloud saves, because like they're like, oh, you don't want to do cloud saves because you'll be able to cheat, but you can cloud back up your Pokemon. Like they're able to do that without you being able to. They're able to implement that kind of system without you being able to duplicate stuff. So why can't they do it here?
I remember thinking about that a lot when there were the games on the GameCube, because you could transfer a Pokemon to a GameCube game and copy the memory card. I never actually tried doing it, but I always thought about that. But just make like a mass ton of Ho-Ohs.
Yeah. It'll be neat to see like. Because you know there's going to be some kind of like islands or other areas that you go to get Pokemon from last areas. Like,
yeah. There'll be like post-game, like new Pokemon have appeared.
Yep. Be neat.
Okay.
I want to know what that big tower at the top is too.
Yeah. Maybe that's what the Elite Four is this time around. Maybe it's a tower.
Maybe.
I want to explore a big castle.
That would be super cool.
I want like a derelict castle.
Mm-hmm. Not just as like a gym, like as like it would be neat to have like more dungeons.
Yeah.
But you know.
I want a Pokemon that's a wizard. They've played with this idea before, but like you could do some cool wizard Pokemon now.
That would be pretty cool.
You could do a Viking Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, last question. Based on pretty much nothing except the logo, are you leaning towards Sword or Shield?
Sword.
I'm leaning towards Shield. I'm a little on the fence. If the colors were swapped, if Pokemon Shield was the blue one, then it would definitely be Shield.
Oh, see, I like the red more. I'm the other way around.
Yeah, but I think I like the idea of a Shield more than a Sword.
I'm probably gonna buy both. I mean, I've already talked to you about how if they release a limited edition like Pokemon Switch, and it doesn't look like crap, I'm just gonna buy a new Switch.
Just snatching it up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna buy a new Switch and sell my old one. But you know.
Well, thanks for joining us for this. Please tell us what you thought about Pokemon Sword and Shield in the comments. This is the first time we've ever done like an immediate reaction video to something.
We like sort of thought we wanted to get it out like right away.
This was just such a big deal to us. We needed to. Mm-hmm. This is the day that the trailer came out. I'll probably have this out tomorrow or something like that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, share your thoughts below. Let us know what starter you want, which game that you want. And
come bug us in our Nuzlocke run of black.
Yeah, enjoy.
Yeah.